Good morning. I'm Dina Blizzard. You're watching One Funny Morning from Saskatoon. Welcome to One Funny Morning Show.
From Monday to Friday.
And sometimes on Saturday.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
You never know what's gonna happen.
Carmen.
Cortez.
Good morning, everybody.
What's outside your weather drawer?
Good morning. Uppie, everybody.
Hey everybody, I'm Kelly Charette from Langsburg, Michigan, and you're watching One Funny Morning with our host, Dina Blizzard.
Hey everybody, good morning. Good morning. I hope you let Judee sleep. Girl, Judee been up for like an hour before me, bebopping, taking care of Daisy and Gracie. Good morning. This is Saskatoon, everybody. Look how beautiful we are sitting in Judee's she shed this beautiful Friday morning. It's a little chilly. There's a little heater right here next to me here. Let me see. It's like 5 a.m. It's 6:30 here. It's still early. So there's a little heater. Today's forecast, 99% chance of wine. I belong here. I belong here. And look how cute it is. It's so adorable. It's so beautiful. I can't believe that we are in Saskatoon doing the morning show. From Judee from Saskatoon She Shed. Might be my favorite day ever. Hold on, I'm trying to put together some things for you because we were out bebopping yesterday. So I wanted to show you some of the things that we did yesterday here in Saskatoon. So let me just get them loaded up. I should have done this before I went live. But it's beautiful. I'm wearing my official Saskatchewan shirt. Oh my gosh. So yesterday we went live with some supporters last night, and it was so funny. Judee should have her own show. I don't know if everybody feels the same way, but I certainly do. So funny. So we're still waking up. What was up with the two-headed bolt? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Lorraine, thank you for being a supporter. It's her 3-month anniversary. Oh, I was so tired. A little hungover from Irish night at the Brooklyn Cyclones baseball game last night. Oh, that is what I hope I am on August 9th. August 8th, we're going to go see the Phillies together. Catching you live. Good morning, Mary. So this is what Judee wakes up to. Judee shed in yard. I told her, I said, you're like Mr. Miyagi. This is like Mr. Miyagi's yard. She's like, who's Mr. Miyagi? And I was like, Judee, this needs to stop. Okay. Happy birthday, Marnie. Good morning. I'm in Saskatoon in Barb's basement. That sounds shady, Allison, just so you know. Lots of nipples, LaFive. Lots of nipples. She said she went to see Oppenheimer. Good morning, Daisy. Come say hi to people. Come be the co-host. Daisy, come here. I don't know if she has the same skill set as Lulu. Come here. Bring your ball up here. Come on. Come on. Up. Oh, she does. Okay, let me show you. This is Daisy, and she's my new best friend. And she loves this ball. Loves it. We'll die for it. We'll die. And then cry. Because she can't get it from behind the bed. Where are you going to put it? She's the funniest dog. I vote Judee gets a special at least once a month, maybe one funny she shed, and she can stream from the shed. And no mayor. Judee said I wasn't allowed to harass him because he's trying to bring the taxes down in Saskatoon, which I think would have helped with a bourbon. But whatever. My dogs do move a lot less. She has no interest in being a star. She has work to do. She has to go find the ball. even though it's in her mouth. Peter's grandfather is French Canadian from Quebec. Last name is French Cote. We were on board with an OFM trip there. Okay, so last night we were talking with Judee, getting, I will say, educated. Some might say verbally abused about our lack of knowledge of Canada. I don't know if everybody knows this, but I'm talking to Judee, and she says, I don't understand, because she said, do you know how many provinces they are? I go, I didn't even know they were called provinces. I'll be honest. She's like, there's 10. I was like, everybody knew that. And then she goes, when we're in 5th grade in Canada, we have to learn the name of every state. And I am the Saskatoon negotiator. I could have done a lot of work here. Good work. Yes. And she said we had to learn every state and the capital of every state and like what was their biggest import. And I said, yeah, well, just so you know, in America, okay, we learned Canada is our neighbor to the north. And that's it. That is all we ever heard. And we were like, okay. And then we moved on. I don't know if there are normal. And then she says, we don't call you Americans because we're American. I was like, okay. Okay, Judee, you're going to need to take it down. She says, we're all on North America. So we call you the States. And I was like, okay, we're America. So there's a little, then she said she burnt the White House down, which I was like, lies. Apparently they did. And it was just a lot. It was, I don't want to say an international incident. Dare I say it. But there's me. There's me talking. She's watching from the kitchen. Mm-hmm. There you are. You got to turn that off or they're going to hear it twice. She's doing what my mom does, where she's in the room. She's still watching it. Yeah. And then she said that A&W root beer was Albert and Walter. And we were like, I was like, what are you talking about? She goes, that's their names, Albert and Walter. And I was like, nobody knows that.
Do you take milk too then?
No.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much,
you're
Judee from
welcome.
Saskatoon.
Okay.
I love it here. I'm moving here. Here, come sit when you get a chance.
I'll go get the cake.
The kid.
We have the cake.
I love it here. Judee gets real aggressive when she drinks bourbon. You are not, especially about American history. The original capital was burnt down, and we Googled it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she's putting me to the test, and I'm failing. Then she had said, I think that Daisy, what are you doing? Where's your ball? Who was you? Could you see her in the corner? You probably could. She was just all up in the dirt. Give it to me. No, up. Give it to me. No, missed it. Try again. Daisy, up here. Give it to me. Give.
You freezing?
Give a little bit.
Yeah, we'll put a sweater on. Yeah, now you started.
I could do this all day. Mhm. I've never even heard of Saskatoon. Nobody has. I've heard of Saskatchewan, but I thought that it was the Sasquatch's brother. And she should teach Jersey. We did, yeah. I tried to teach Judee some Jerseyisms. Like, what are you looking at? And then she kept making it nicer and then adding A to the end. She's like, what are you looking at, A? And I was like, no, not even. Mm-hmm. We do not have a dog to show the camera for the drinking of the dogs.
No.
But there was a drinking of the dogs yesterday. Here comes it. So everybody wants to know, what does my shirt say? Do you know the
lilies of the prairies?
Oh, not the lesbians of the prairies?
No, the lesbians.
Got it.
Although we do have those.
We do have those. And they're lovely.
They're
but we don't have
lovely,
shirts about them.
lovely,
We
lovely
could.
people.
We could.
Okay, put a sweater on.
So
It's
good
cold out here.
morning.
Even for me, it's cold out here.
This is cold.
Yeah, this is cold.
I-
What
isn't
is it?
this
Did
your
we look
summer?
at the?
This
let's
is
read
your
my phone.
Why? What are we looking at?
I was going to see what the temperature was.
Oh. Oh. All right.
Okay.
I know. The brown one, this brown shirt was my favorite.
Yeah,
Although
it's
the other one
pretty.
said Saskatoon on, and I was just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, that one. I think that one looked best on you with
Yeah.
for your color.
For my coloring.
Yes.
Brown, she means.
Brown. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, it should. Yeah, the back to school ranch should be coming back around
yes.
soon.
Okay, it's 9 degrees.
Yep.
Just let me. I'll just
It's
put
99
that in.
degrees.
9 degrees.
Oh, it's
Okay.
9.
I'll just figure out what that is.
I'm gonna guess what it is.
Okay.
Let me use my best Jersey temperature gauge. I think it's like 71.
Okay, try again.
Higher or low?
Lower.
Lower?
Yeah. Okay.
It's 62. It's 55. It's 40 below.
It's
What is it?
48.2 degrees where you come from.
Where you come from? It's not 40. This is, you know what? You
This
guys
is 9 degrees.
are really doing your own. When you say 40 below, it's
degrees
probably
Celsius
like
is 48
rain.
point. But you're thinking, oh yeah, that isn't above a lot
That's
above
not.
freezing.
Yeah,
That's
where
9.
does-
This is 9 degrees above freezing.
Okay.
That's where we're at.
Yeah,
this
it's not.
morning.
Freezing is 32 degrees.
No. Freezing is 0 for us. So just think 9 degrees above. So
Okay.
freezing is 32. So we're
32 Celsius.
No, freezing.
Let's start another international
Okay.
incident while we try to convert
Okay,
Fahrenheit.
Celsius, 0 in Celsius is
Is-
freezing.
right,
That's
but-
the mark where water freezes.
Okay, but
And
that's
in
our 32.
Fahrenheit, that's 32.
Okay.
So if it's 48,
Fahrenheit.
then you are 16 degrees above freezing.
And does it feel like 16 degrees above
Yeah,
freezing? No,
yeah.
it doesn't.
Oh. Honestly, like, can I just say in our defense
Go ahead.
that it was 33 to 37 degrees, which was like 88 to 98 for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this week. Thursday came and it was just like, nope, we're done. We're going to freeze her off.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
says my weather app says it's 51 there. Yeah. It's close. 'Cause
Close.
It's 48.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't even think Canada is cold based on this conversion rate that Judy's giving us. She's math isn't. It's 50 degrees.
Can you
there.
even feel that
I
heat
can.
from the heater?
I can.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here we are.
Maybe I don't know why I'm not that cold. Maybe I just like this shirt so much.
Maybe
Maybe that's what it is.
stoic. You see, there she's being
Poor
Canada
Judy.
long
She's
enough.
apologizing
You've
for the weather. I'm sorry.
I know I have no control over the weather, but I feel bad that it was so hot all week, and then your plane lands.
I think it's lovely. I
Okay,
wouldn't have
good.
expected
Yes.
less from
No,
Canada.
I'm happy because it was supposed to be raining all these 2 days, and I would have been very upset.
I would
but-
have called
So it hasn't
Charlie.
been too bad.
I would have
Yeah,
called Charlie
would have.
and talked to him about I
Yeah.
can only have come to Saskatoon once
Yeah.
and you're raining.
Well, Charlie would have said, "Put your rain hat on as you're biking into work," because he's a biking.
He's
guy.
trying to get everybody
He's a-
to get
yeah.
out of cars and onto bikes,
onto
in
bikes.
Canada
Yeah.
in
Well, and he's
Saskatoon.
starting in Saskatoon
in this freezing weather.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
There are people who will ride their bikes all winter long. Yeah.
In Canada.
In
they-
Saskatoon? Well,
do
I'm
they
sure
know
in
they're
other
in Canada?
places.
No, we don't do that. We would never do that. That's
Yeah.
just-
They even have like special winter tires for their bike, big balloon tires for their bikes. They're crazy, but
So tell everybody. So
Okay.
I told everybody
Okay.
that
Yeah.
this is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you very much.
And that it
But
reminds me
it's-
of Mr. Miyagi. And then I had to
Yeah.
explain who Mr.
Yeah.
Miyagi was.
Yeah,
I need you to
I
do
know.
this. You have to go wax on, wax off. Just do that.
I have to do that.
Yeah.
Wax on.
There you go.
Wax
It's
off.
like you saw the movie.
Okay.
And you
okay.
never saw the movie.
I think I saw the beginning of it.
And then you were
no,
like, this
that
is
was-
stupid.
I tried to watch that newer one.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
you're such an influencer.
Yes, yes.
That we must watch
Yes,
everything.
yes.
And I got through about the first half hour and thought, I don't see it myself.
Really?
Yeah. No.
Because that movie's iconic.
Well,
Tell me what movies you do watch, because I want to see what we connect on. What's your favorite movie?
oh, you got mail.
That's your okay.
That
Listen,
is,
I'm not opposed.
Shawshank Redemption.
Thank you. That's why
Yeah,
we're friends.
that's-
You should have come when we went to Shawshank.
Oh, I know. I would have loved that.
You would have loved it.
Yeah. Yeah. I probably watched that movie.
Stephanie cried the
5
first time
times.
I took her. Not because
Oh.
of joy, but because she was afraid I was going to push her in one of the jail cells.
She does have a little anxiety.
She has some definite anxiety, especially when I take her to a
Yeah,
prison
I
she's
would
never heard of.
probably- Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's what else? Yeah.
All right. I have a
there's-
question because
Okay,
you
sure.
said, all the Meg Ryan movies. Now,
Yeah, all the.
I'm
Meg
going to
and Tom
forget
Hanks
that you
movies,
said you've got mail because I'm going to your You Got Mail, I'm going to add the obvious winner, Sleepless in
Yes,
Seattle.
I would. Yes, that's up there.
Better
too.
movie.
I like You Got Mail better.
Okay. It doesn't even
Yeah.
have the scene where she goes, oh, that was When Harry Met Sally.
That's Harry Met Sally.
Another
where
good
she
one.
has
Where she,
the-
I just did that and
yeah,
you knew.
yeah. Well, guys,
iconic.
It's iconic. Yes.
It's like,
Who
we
doesn't
should
know
do that
that?
at breakfast.
Yeah, sure.
We're
you
going to
know.
breakfast later. Belgian waffles. And Judy's gonna
At the
she's gonna
Saskatoon,
she's gonna
at the-
recreate the
at
scene
at the Berry Bar.
where she bangs on the table and
She
does
has
an
such
orgasm.
plans for me for today that I'm a little.
Let's
fearful.
do it.
I could
Let's
have a
go to
little-
the Belgian waffles.
I could
And
have
then
a
you can
little anxiety.
recreate the orgasm scene from When Harry Met Sally. I'll record
Why
it.
don't I record it and you record
No, no, no. I feel like this is your space. Saskatoon is your place.
Well,
And let's see how
Let's
many
just
people after you do
say-
it go, I'll take the Belgian waffles.
let's just say we'll see.
Okay. I'll take a we'll see. She didn't say no. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
No.
What else are you going to do today? Said Octavia.
What else? Oh, well, we're going to nap this afternoon. That's
Mhm.
pretty exciting.
We work
'cause
that in.
have a
And
big-
shower.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
don't know. We did a lot. Yeah, we did a lot of running around
Mhm.
yesterday.
Oh, I have some pictures to show.
Oh,
All right. So yesterday, Judee was like, let's get in the car. I'm going to take you to some places. We're going to see some things. Okay. So here are some pictures. So the first picture is when we pulled up. Now, this is the back of Judy's house. Adorable. Here's the front of Judy's house. Look at her
Oh,
sitting in
yeah.
her chair
Yeah.
out front. It's
Lovely.
adorable. Adorable. Then here's the she shed that we're looking at right now. And then, oh, here's the picture on the front of Judy's house.
Oh, yeah.
We're too broke to buy anything. We know who we are voting for. We have found Jesus. So unless it's an Amazon package, go away. And I love this sign.
Yeah.
Did you get it on Amazon?
I did get it on Amazon.
I
Of
would think
course.
so.
I get everything on Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon. There's an Amazon package come to my house pretty much every day.
I love it. I love it.
I don't know what I did without Amazon.
I know. What did we all do? What's this a picture of?
I don't.
Oh,
my gosh.
Daisy.
Sitting
There's Daisy, probably waiting for her ball.
Probably.
Now, so Judee took me on a drive around Saskatoon. Real cute little place, whiskey bar. Had a good time. Found this shirt. Fine. Then she said, let's go over to the park. It's over by the riverfront. I said, fine.
Yeah, riverfront.
We go to the riverfront.
Yeah.
We're walking around now. This town, real pretty, a lot of art installations. So we saw the oxes that were connected for some reason with no
Yaks.
out.
They're yaks, no
They're-
oxes.
That wasn't an ox.
No, that was a yak.
That was a,
It's a
you
yak.
could so you could tell.
Well,
when
there's quite a
two
bit of
yaks are
difference.
connected at the sternum with no out.
Well, there's quite a bit of difference between what a yak looks like and what an ox looks
Is there,
like. And
Judee?
yes, there is.
Is there?
Should we bring up pictures?
But when they're connected at the bum,
I hate
it's
to
hard to
think-
tell.
Well, it's their faces and their horns that you were supposed to look
No,
at. And
I
the
was
hair,
looking at
the hair
the lack of an out.
is yeah. Well, you
Okay.
were really upset.
So
you
a-
didn't have legs.
There's- I don't know who was like, you know
Yeah.
what should be here on this
That's the
corner.
first thing she said.
This-
Where are their legs?
It
They're under
was
their
very
fur.
So there's a lot of art. So we're standing at the
Yeah.
riverfront. I said, what are those coffins doing over there?
Yeah.
She said, Dina, those are sails. And I said,
Another art
what?
installation.
She goes, it's another art installation. I go, it looks like
Yeah.
somebody just left coffins in the middle of this grassy field. They don't look like sails at all. She goes, Dina,
Yeah.
it looks exactly
which
like
does
a sail.
which does tie into the murder.
And so I
Yeah, there
decided
she is.
that
Yeah.
let's just show everybody this is what the sails look like.
Oh
These are in air
my
quotes.
God, tourism Saskatoon would love that. Yeah, that would be good.
It's
Yeah.
so funny. Yeah, Judy's house belongs at the Judee Shore. Yes. Somebody said, I thought it was a musk ox. Musk ox.
Oh, now we're getting particular.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I want to come stay at
okay.
Judy's Airbnb.
Could be a musk ox. I'm not.
I don't even know what that
anytime.
is.
What?
A musk ox. What's that? What's
Oh.
that? Yeah. Yeah, Judy's yard is super colorful. Hold on, let me go back and take this off.
It's kitschy. There's lots of kitsch in it.
And then you see these lights up here? They're colored lights.
Oh,
I need
look.
to get them for my
It might have been a
oh.
musk ox.
But what's a
A
regular
yak.
ox look like? Is there a musk ox and then a regular ox?
An ox.
I don't really.
Do we really care? Okay.
They look like bathtubs stuck in the ground to me. Remember when we were talking about, Mary in the bathtub? Do you remember that when Diana, I made her go stare in the porta potty in the
yes.
yard? That's what it
Yes.
looks like is
Okay.
when they would
Well,
put
there's an
tubs in.
ox.
Hi, Eric.
They don't look anything like that.
Oh, no. Musk
Okay.
ox. That's what I think it was. Show me a
okay,
yak.
a yak.
Yeah. Never thought I'd need to Google Translate for
Okay.
someone speaking the same language as me. Girl, you have not watched the show long
Well,
enough.
there's a yak.
That looks just like a musk ox.
Yeah.
Those are the
Yaks
same
are heavier
animal.
with the sturdy frame. No, apparently not.
So I have a
See,
sturdy
it could be
frame.
either or. You know,
It said
'cause
sturdy
we
frame.
have so many of them in Saskatoon.
Do
I
you?
don't- No.
I've never. I don't even think that
Yeah.
that's an animal.
My friend had a yak. A nurse I worked with had a yak. She had a farm.
A
with it
big?
in the back. Yeah, yeah. Well, they're not that yaks. Well, this guy wasn't that big, but he wasn't a very happy yak.
He
yeah.
wasn't a happy yak.
No, he.
What
kinda-
makes a yak happy?
I don't know, but
But it
going
wasn't.
near them makes them unhappy.
I think there
So-
might be some yaks
so,
here.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be honest. I'm
There-
much happier when no one's around. I'll be like, I'm a very unhappy yak.
Some days, yeah, some days. Anyways.
It's a cute and colorful house. It's a musk yak.
Oh yeah, musk yak. Okay, let's go with that then. Everybody's happy.
Yeah, Erlinda's like, I know
Yeah.
some very unhappy yaks. If the
Yeah.
definition of a yak is somebody that doesn't want them around them, then
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Yes,
unhappy yaks
yes.
here. Mhm. Last day of school. Oh, summer school here in Ontario.
Oh, yay.
What's all
last
lined up?
day of summer school. Oh, summer school. Okay, that's good.
What is all lined up like in the Cadillac Ranch? What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Judee, are you anywhere near where they film Heartland?
No, that's in Alberta.
What is that, Heartland? I don't know what
It's
that
just
is.
a Canadian television show that about ranchers and love stories, and it's a milder form of what's the Kevin Costner?
Is it like a
one?
dirty Yellowstone?
Oh, it's not dirty. It's wholesome as can be. It's made in Canada, for God's sakes.
Do you have any dirty shows here?
I'm sure we do.
Is Heartland like on the
CBC, like
Oh,
Canadian.
I thought it
broadcast.
might be on the
You know what the CBC
Hallmark.
is? You know what the CBC is?
I thought you said BBC. No, what's CBC?
Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. So that's
Mm.
our government run or government funded television station.
Oh, like PBS.
PBS is privately funded.
Public. Our
Okay.
PBS is public.
Yeah, well, okay, that's what I think it was private. Okay, so publicly funded, but no, this.
Wait a second. I just
see.
said public. You said private, and you're like, that's what I think of. Those are the exact opposite.
Okay. Well, no, I think of. Yeah, okay, already publicly.
You
funded.
tell me what you're saying.
Well, I just think that if the public or the private, like it's not funded by the government. So to me, the idea of being public or private.
Oh, I
is that
see.
Somebody else is paying
Like
for
in
it.
stocks, it would be a public
because-
offering, and then people.
And a big corporate, like a big corporation. isn't.
Mhm.
But in Canada, the CBC is solely funded by the government of Canada.
Yeah, and our
And it
PBS
has
is
to
solely
be-
funded.
Yeah, and it has to be
Good
um,
for you.
it has to be so much percentage content Canadian. There's some very good shows.
What?
There's some very
Like,
good
what
shows
makes it
made in-
Canadian? Like, I
Well,
don't-
there has to be so many that are produced in Canada.
They have to say A so many times.
Yeah, they have to say A at least 15 times. And yeah, it's it's just like, I think probably where you guys are, that you have to have so many Canadian actors and so many Canadian producers.
Well, we don't have that on people. I don't think we care.
Well, no, because I'm going to tell you, probably 3/4 of the actors in the States are Canadian.
That's what I mean. We don't care.
They're
now,
all
like
Canadian.
Schitt's Creek, what was that on
Schitt's
here?
Creek.
Was that on CBC?
That was on CBC.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Good show.
Yeah. And then it sort of took off and became popular. Like once a show becomes popular in the States, then it's sort of made it, right? Like there's lots of shows that are produced and we see up here as Canadians, but you'll never see them because they don't quite make the grade.
They don't translate. We don't think they're funny. There's like Canadian funny.
Well, there's drama too. I mean, we do quite a bit of drama, but I mean, there's lots of shows that you watch that are made in Canada because
I think we only watch Schitt's Creek.
Because but there's lots of shows that are American shows that are made in Canada because the
One
dollar.
Calls the Heart.
Oh yeah,
Somebody said that's here.
That's but that is what's that station your mother likes?
Hallmark.
Yeah, that's a Hallmark. One Calls the Heart.
But is that considered to be a Canadian show, or no?
Well, see, now you're asking me questions about shows I don't have.
Okay.
No, I did watch
It's all right.
it.
Judee, I think you know everything, and I believe
it until that sweet little first Mountie, they killed him off, and then I just couldn't watch it anymore. And then you guys had the actress that got involved with the university thing.
Lori Loughlin.
She was in it.
Yeah, she was in everything.
That was Hallmark. Yeah. The lady across the back alley, God love her. She's in her 80s, and her son is a Hallmark actor, and I can't remember his name, but I've watched him in a couple just to see what he was like. I guess it's quite a like once you get, like, you'll never be famous. Like,
you mean if you're on just CBC?
No, if you're on Hallmark, like
why not?
Well, I think that probably the Hallmark. I think the Hallmark audience is a specific audience.
It's Diana.
It's Diana and ilk. But I don't watch Hallmark.
Did you say ilk?
Ilk.
What's ilk?
The same. What's the same?
No.
It's the same.
How you spell it? ILK?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it stand for something? Like in real life is IRL?
The same. We're the same. Like, okay. So all the people that are the same.
Use ilk in a sentence. Other than the one you just did, because I didn't
understand
it, because I have no idea what you just said.
Anyway.
No, I don't really want to move.
I think
hold on. I'm going to use it in a sentence. I'm going to use it. I didn't find the mayor. Judee wouldn't let me. If you said, Dina, I like chocolate, and I'd be like, ilk, girl, ilk.
No.
I feel like I used it appropriately.
Ilk. A type of people or things similar to those already referred to.
Okay, now let's read the sentence. The veiled suggestions that reporters of his ilk seem to be so good at.
That's terrible.
No, didn't help.
Terrible.
Didn't help.
So all people who watch, what's it called? Hallmark are of the same ilk. So they all like the same thing. They're the same.
What's the derivative? Is this a Canadian word? Does it say? It's Scottish.
I've
never heard of this
Scotland,
word.
That's what the word ilk means. But the Scottish language is completely a language of its own too.
OFM is of the same ilk.
Yeah, we're
ilk,
all of
girl,
the same ilk.
New shirt.
Ilk. God, a 3-letter word would have
girl,
sent us off on a tangent.
I'm going to say ilk all day today.
We have the same. Yes,
it's like the same tribe.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, we're on the same ilk. Yeah. So, those people that like all blue boats would be,
ilk,
if you like
girl,
the ilk, we'd all be of the same ilk. I'm sorry.
You did this to us. Just know it.
Yeah, no.
Never heard of that before.
Moving on.
Yes. So good.
Oh, Daisy.
Morning, Jim. We learned a new word, and I hope everybody
Well, we should
I'm an
do. weren't we
OFM
doing
ilk
new
kind of
word-
girl.
Weren't you doing new word of the day every day? every day?
Yeah,
for a
well,
while
this is
there?
it. Ilk,
Yeah, we did.
ilk, girl, ilk.
Yeah.
Do you
Oh,
know
we
where
need that
Virgin
shirt.
River was filmed?
No.
I want the lesbian shirt, said Joey Joe. It's gonna say this, but just I gotta find my favorite
Les.
lesbian. I
Yeah,
don't know
well.
who my favorite lesbian is. Tig Notaro. Do you know Tig Notaro?
Yes, I do. know
Very
Tig
funny.
Notaro. Yeah,
Very
she's
funny. There's a
very
lot of
good.
funny.
There's that. Oh, she has very curly hair, and she's a heavier girl. The comedian. Oh, she's good.
Gonna need a little more. I wonder
just
if people are like,
watched
she's
her-
brown and she says ilk a lot. Also a comedian.
She's-
Dina Blizzard.
Does anybody know who I mean?
Is
Not
it
Wanda.
Fortune Feimster?
Yes.
Oh,
Fortune
how did I
Feimster.
get that? I
well,
love
'cause
her.
She's got curly
Let's
hair.
get her
She's
on the
alive.
show.
She would be great.
Oh,
I love her. Yeah.
I love her. When she talks about her mom,
Yeah.
I crack up.
Yeah. And the expectations
And did you ever hear her talk about her mom? And her mom used to take her after church every
Yeah.
Sunday to where? Do you remember?
no.
She used to take her to Hooters.
Oh, that's right.
And then her mom
Yeah.
started dating a guy. And then, but he was like a real church going guy. And she was like,
That's
all right,
right.
we're going to go to Hooters. And she
Yeah.
was like, why would we go? What? No, we would never go to
Yeah.
Hooters. She goes, we go to Hooters all the time. She goes, I have never been to a Hooters. She goes, one of the Hooters waitresses
Yeah.
used to babysit me.
Yeah.
It's the funniest.
Yeah, she has
bit.
a couple of good Netflix
She
shows
does.
on.
She
so,
does.
Yeah,
I like her a
could
lot.
watch her a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go.
Daisy.
And
What
if
are
her
you
mom
doing?
are on sometime. Oh, I didn't know she had a podcast. Let's get her on. Michelle,
Oh.
let's tell Michelle. Let's text Michelle.
Yeah.
That's so
I
funny.
don't
If
know which
text-
part of the country is she from?
She's from LA.
Mm,
Look at me talking like I know her.
yeah.
I don't know her. I feel like I do because it's We are. When Fortune talks about her moms, and
Yes.
so do you. You're of the same ilk.
You're of the same. ilk.
We
That's right.
are.
Yeah, there you go.
Is there Hooters in Canada?
Shall I Google it?
Minnie, her name is Fortune Feimster.
have
Well, have you
no
ever
idea.
seen one?
No,
Okay,
not
then you don't.
here. But there may be one in Toronto.
No, we are at the epicenter of Canada.
No.
And if
we're-
it ain't in Saskatoon,
Hooters
it ain't gonna
in
happen.
Canada.
Already on. Oh, look, Michelle's already on it.
Oh,
She
for
said already
God's
on
sake.
it.
Good girl.
Boom. Find out when she's coming to Philly, New York, Atlantic City. All right, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
LaFive just said it. Let me ask you something. Does this mean anything to you? And it better, because you better know this. Ready?
There's a Hooters in Saskatoon.
Is there? How do you not know it? Saskatoon's like 5 miles wide. It's 2
Well,
kilometers
because-
from here. Is that far?
yeah.
What's a kilometer? Is that 1,000 miles? That's what I think.
I'm gonna get you a printout.
There's
so you
1
can
mile
refer to.
or 1,000 kilometers. I wish I knew the metric
60
system.
miles is 100 kilometers. So it's
I
so
don't
funny.
like when you
I
do that
can't-
to me. It's
Okay,
just too
just
much.
a minute.
It's so
2
aggressive when you do that.
kilometers. 2
Uh-oh. Daisy gonna start barking.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, I can get it.
A 5K
2
is 3-something miles. Well,
Just a
that's
minute.
2 kilometers.
2
What'd you do,
K
Daisy? You put it behind the television.
in miles.
It's not there. It's not there.
1.243 miles.
You have a Hooters 1.2 miles from here, and you don't know.
Yeah, well,
you're
it's
going
not-
there for
I-
church.
It's not what.
Oh, it's in the box. Crazy
Yeah.
pants. Crazy pants.
Yeah.
Wait, what was I going to say? LaFive just said something. Oh, okay. I have a very Canadian phrase I'm going to say. Now, if you're a real Canadian, you are going to know this reference, and I will
embarrass me.
know that you should be crowned Miss Canada. Are you ready? This is a Canada test. It's also like a comedian test. I want to see
Okay.
what you know about comedy history, eh? Here we go. Let me get ready. All right, ready?
Put a sweater on.
No, no.
You look so cold.
Ready? Ready? You say your line is Niagara Falls.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls.
No.
Slowly I turn, step by step, and inch by inch. I punch him and I hit him and I knock him down.
Now I'm supposed to know who that is.
That was such a good reenactment. You did a really good
No,
job on
really.
your line, and then I did an
Oscar-worthy.
amazing job
Oscar-worthy.
on my line. You don't know what that is. Look,
No, but who?
slowly I turn, step by step. Let's try it again.
Judee
Do your
really
line. I'll do it one more
announces her
time.
Words. Is that a Canadian thing? I really announce my words?
Enunciates.
Oh, enunciate. No, I think that's a me thing.
I think she's just a proper lady.
Oh, yes.
So this
the
is
Three
amazing.
Stooges?
Yes. You never saw
Three
Niagara
No.
Falls. Slowly I turn.
Is that a prerequisite to becoming a comedian? You must watch.
Yes.
Like
It's
three,
one of their
who
most.
were they? Mo, Curly, and somebody. I never. That was way before my
Wait a
time.
second. Wait. Do you not know all their names?
No.
What's the capital of New Jersey? Okay, good. I'm glad you lost that too. Remember, you said you learned in 5th grade. I'm like, if you know that, you
I
don't.
have no idea.
Okay, it's Mo, dark
Curly.
hair.
Oh, and Larry.
Larry.
Oh yeah. Okay. I never knew which one was which though.
Yeah. Well, Curly kept
I didn't
changing.
did you really watch the Three Stooges?
Yes, of course we did. But they had this whole bit called Niagara Falls.
Didn't they have a good TV channel where you grew up?
That was the good TV channel. There were like 3 channels, and the Stooges were on like every Sunday.
No,
But you have never heard of this bit.
Never.
Have you heard of Vitamita Vegemin?
Yes.
Okay, then it's the same.
No, Lucille Ball. Yes, I watched all of the Lucille Balls. Yeah.
Interesting. You've been to Niagara Falls.
I have been on the Maid of the Mist. You betcha.
Oh, you betcha.
You gotta go on the Maid of the Mist. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think the day I was on the Maid of the Mist, it was 37 degrees with a humidex of 47. And they made us put on those. Okay,
the paper,
degrees,
the plastic.
The plastic.
Oh, so you just burn.
And so
from
many
the
people
inside.
said, "Oh, it's too hot. We're not putting them on." And they said, "No, you should put them on." And they said, "No." And then by the end, they were totally saturated. They were
yeah. That's the best part.
Yeah. It's an amazing. I just like to say that the Canada side is bigger, right?
Bigger and nicer, eh?
Yeah, nicer.
I think there's a 7-Eleven on the other side. That's it. That's
No,
all we offer.
The other side is nice. Of course, I can't get on the other side because that's in the States, right?
What do you mean you can't?
Well, you can't. I can't drive over there. What I like about the American side is that they have the stairs that go all the way down that you can actually walk sort of all by the water, but they're smaller.
No, none of us.
But I
know.
can't go there because
why not? Because you'd be arrested because you have a felony conviction in these states.
The country at a non-designated crossing.
What?
Yeah, I think they call it an illegal.
No, you can cross over there. That's how we get over.
You have to. No, you have to go through a designated border crossing.
Yeah,
to enter the country.
There's-
Is there one at Niagara Falls?
Yeah, how do you think we get there? That's designated. They're like,
Is it right at Niagara Falls?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that there's one. I mean, there's one. They're all along the border, right? So I don't know. Where
Are there any
North Portal is between Saskatchewan and North Dakota.
Here's what's so crazy, right? So I'm used to because we crossed at Niagara Falls.
Yes.
But I have to imagine there's points where you could just walk.
No, you can't just. I mean, yes, of course there. That's how people illegally cross into the border.
But you're saying you're not allowed to do that?
No, you have to show your passport.
But see, like here, like you can't just cross right here.
No, that's legally cross. No, you have to cross at a border crossing. So there's special areas, like in Saskatchewan, there's North Portal and there's another one. So you have to drive in order for you to cross into the United States, you have to go drive down to where the border crossing is. And a nice guard comes to your window and says, "Can I see your passport?"
But what happens if, say, you're in Regina? You're in my Regina.
The city that rhymes with fun.
They started a new campaign. So Regina is southeast of us.
Yes. It's the capital of Saskatchewan.
Obviously, that would be the most special place.
Well, it's
in
named
Saskatchewan.
it's Regina, which means queen, right?
Is it named after the queen or is it named after fun?
Well, fun.
Mm-hmm. But I just don't understand. I mean, technically, are there roads there where you could just cross?
Well, of course there are, but that's illegally entering the country.
So if I was in North Portal,
yeah, you see, for me to go drive, I have to drive down to North Portal. I just can't cross. So there is
a
crossing port there.
Is it? There's probably one here.
No, I don't think there is.
On Route 40.
I think there's one farther over.
Marion, but then why would they put roads there if they don't want you to use them? Exactly.
I don't know.
I could have smuggled myself in here.
You could
through someone's vagina.
Where did you have to? Toronto? You entered Toronto.
I flew, but if I drove, this is what I'm trying to say.
No, you're illegally entering the country. You have to go.
I'm oddly fine with that. So if I was in North Dakota,
yes,
and I decided I was in Bismarck,
yes,
I couldn't just drive up.
No, you'd have to go through North Portal.
You can physically do it, but it's illegal. I think that's what she's saying.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, you can physically. I mean, you could walk. You could walk into a farmer's field that was right on the border and walk into America, and 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 get into. But you would now be an illegal immigrant. You would not. If you were caught and couldn't
carry my gun across that. Well, Junie.
Yeah, don't carry your gun.
Junie, and you just took it to another level.
Yeah. Do not bring a gun to Canada. It's not that we don't have guns. We just don't use them.
We just don't want yours.
No. No, I have to say that knives and baseball bats are still the weapons of choice in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. The other crossing is south of Estevan, I think. This live has several red flags. A lot of red flags. Oh my gosh. So, do you think that the Three Stooges were more popular here than you recollect them to be?
Well, I think the Three Stooges were before my time. So
they're before everybody's time, but we still know it. Like Lucy was before my time, but I still know it.
But Lucy continued on for decades.
So did the Stooges.
Oh no, I can't. I don't
like
even remember.
You were watching. You got mail entirely too long. Yeah. Did you ever watch like the Dean Martin roasts? Do you know who Dean Martin is?
Oh, yes, I know who Dean Martin is.
You can swoon.
I had an uncle that looked like Dean Martin.
I think everybody has an uncle that looked like Dean Martin. You're like, oh, that's our handsome uncle.
Yeah. Yeah, we watched all those shows. I mean, we were real big Disney people. Sunday was always a big deal. We ate our meal early, and then the nighttime, the supper meal was like my mother said, I've cooked all week and I'm done. So we used to always have a free for all, and sit with the TV tables and watch Disney.
Really?
Yeah.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
Because that was the opposite. My mom wouldn't cook all week, and then on Sunday we go to my grandmom's for a big meal. It was the opposite.
Yeah. My dad worked in a church. So my dad managed a church. So it was sort of like Sunday was never a day for us to sort of be together because he was working.
With Jesus.
He was working with Jesus, keeping the people in. Yeah.
Who is Canada's most beloved actor?
Oh my God. Yeah. Just a minute. Most beloved actor.
I feel like it's the guy from Schitt's Creek now, the dad.
Gene Levy.
Gail Bepler's watching. Hey, Gail. That's Michelle, sexy producer Michelle's mom.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you would love her because she would fit right in.
I can
How do you manage a church? I thought that was Jesus's job.
No,
Fair.
A church.
Ryan Reynolds.
Did they want to? Well, that's a young one. So, yeah, there's so many.
Drew Carey, Christopher Plummer.
Well, yeah, Christopher Plummer was Canadian, but he didn't really stay in Canada.
Michael J. Fox. I didn't know he was Canadian.
You didn't know he was Canadian?
I didn't know he was Canadian. No.
Have you watched his Netflix documentary? Oh, you should watch.
Celine Dion.
Well, we know Celine Dion. Poor Celine. She's going.
She got to eat a sandwich.
She's got a disease. She's got some sort of muscle wasting disease.
She does. That just happened, right? Well, she just announced it.
Yeah.
Donald Sutherland. Martin Short.
Yes.
I didn't know all these were Canadians.
Good. Yeah. Because, my brain,
Dan Levy.
You know what time it is.
No.
I mean, God forbid. This is early.
What time is it? What does that mean?
Well, this is early for me to be 7:16. Oh, okay.
Why are you saying that?
Well, this is early for me to be up.
Oh, and thinking, you
and
mean?
yeah, having to function.
Having to answer all these Canadian
know.
questions.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Mine.
Keanu Reeves is
Oh
yours.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, good one. I think
Yeah.
he's your most beloved.
Yeah. I mean,
Right? Do people
he's-
love Keanu?
Oh yeah, everyone loves Keanu. I mean, he's a wonderful. I think he's a wonderful spirit inside there. You know,
Yeah.
like he's
Seems
just
very
a kind.
down to
He's
earth.
just a really kind person. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
William Shatner's
Oh
yours.
yeah, William Shatner's ours. Oh yeah. Oh, how do you not know these things?
Annie Mary. Yeah.
Yeah,
That whole
yeah.
cast was Canadian.
Yeah.
Who was the mom
Dan
in
Aykroyd.
Schitt's Creek? What's her name?
Oh come on. Yeah.
She's really good.
yeah.
I don't think I
Um,
knew.
Come on, somebody tell me. who
Yeah,
the
they'll tell
mom
us who it
yeah.
is. The mom. She's
Oh, Mike
iconic.
Myers, yeah. Donald Sutherland is probably one.
And
of
she's
our
the fold in the
iconic-
cheese. You saw fold in the cheese.
Fold in the
So
cheese.
funny.
How do you fold in the cheese? Just fold in
Yeah,
the cheese.
just fold it in.
Okay, just come on.
Mark Consuelos, Catherine
Catherine
O'Hara,
Her
Moira.
and Levy, they made a lot of film. They made a lot of documentary type, but they were comedies.
Yeah.
The dog show one, and there was
Yeah, Best in
the
Show.
Best in Show, and then there was a musician one
I don't know
where
that
they
one.
were folk musicians. I can't remember the name of that one. Yeah, it was good.
Raymond Burr, you're going back.
Yeah, Raymond Burr.
John
Yeah,
Candy.
Yeah, oh poor John Candy.
Oh. Look at you, like you guys got
Yeah,
some good
yeah.
people. I mean,
You
we
know
have
what's sad?
everybody else,
I
but
know, but you know what's sad about what I think is
What?
sad about that is that they had to go to the States to become famous. Like they couldn't.
yeah.
But again, the population of the States is so much greater. And you got
Yeah.
Hollywood. I mean, I think all that California Hollywood is where you go.
Is
right?
there a
So
Hollywood here?
Vancouver is it's not Hollywood,
Oh.
but Vancouver is where most young people go now because it has quite a thriving film industry. Out
Leslie
there.
Nielsen,
Leslie Nielsen.
good one.
Don't call me Shirley.
Don't call me
Shirley.
Shirley.
Yeah.
I'm in Northeast Louisiana.
Oh
Somebody said one of our trips we should go to New Orleans. Have you been?
no,
Where have you been in the States? Just out of
not
curiosity.
very Bangor, Maine.
So you like stepped out of
I-
Canada for a second. You're like, I'm back.
Yeah, we went to Bangor. North Dakota, North Dakota, because we would go shopping.
Yeah. So you stepped out and
Yeah,
then came
stepped
back.
out and came back.
That's
I
it?
did go to New York for a little while,
Like a minute.
30 years ago. Yeah.
Like a minute. How
So
long were you
no,
in New York?
No, 3 or 4 days. It
It's a
wasn't.
minute.
Yeah, it's a minute. Well, this
Mhm.
is all while I was living on the East Coast. So,
Yeah.
yeah, well, I went to Bangor, Maine for so little time that we bought groceries, and we had been there so little that they charged us at the border for them.
What do you mean? What do you
Well,
mean?
if you go for if you buy, you're allowed to bring so much back money wise, right? You're allowed, but you have to stay 48 hours. So like you're allowed to bring maybe a bottle of bourbon back or a couple of bottles of wine without having to pay duty on them if you stay so many hours. Like I think it's $200. Maybe
I wonder why
maybe
they
it's
have a
more.
time frame on it.
I don't know why they have it.
Is that because they don't want you going in, grabbing stuff, and coming back and just selling it, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Hmm.
but
Can you see film again?
film.
Film?
Mhm. How do you say film?
Film.
Film.
My grandmom said film. Say, where do you go to watch a movie?
Theater.
Okay. She used to say theater.
I didn't say theater.
You didn't.
No.
Erin said she's 15 minutes from Bangor, Maine. You could have stayed with her.
Well, there you go. That was
Mhm.
back in the
Mhm.
1980s.
We got to get you
Was she
out.
born? Was she born? in the
Probably
1980s?
not. Say process.
Process.
Yeah. No, you can't. You can't put your finger on it because
No.
it changes all the time.
Process. Well,
Mhm.
okay. Why would you say?
I don't know. I don't know what the
why
other way
would
to
the
say
word-
that was.
How do you say process
don't
other
know.
than process?
I don't know. Have you ever gone on the Alaskan cruise? You haven't
No.
because we were talking about
No,
that.
I haven't. It's on the bucket list.
on the
We're
list.
talking. My pod and I are talking about it. So
And what does POD stand for again?
people of distinction, your friends. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Hands, eggs, hangers. I've got all those. I get all those calls for what? I don't understand that.
Say
Say
A, B.
process. Oh, we're going to process them. No, not so I think so, it depends. There is a bit of different dialect as you travel across Canada, and of course the most notable one is the Newfoundlanders. They've got quite a distinct what's the word? Accent. Thank you. And the Nova Scotian, the Maritimers, they do. The French, of course, do. But the Western Canada people, we pretty much all talk alike. But I lived in the Maritimes for a number of years.
What's maritime? What does that include?
Okay, the Maritimes is
anything surrounded by water.
It is, but our Maritimes is a specific area of 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, PEI, and Newfoundland and Labrador.
You just said a bunch of dog names.
Yeah.
Quebec.
Okay, go here.
Wait.
Okay, so here's the Maritimes. So you've got.
So there's Bangor, Maine.
Yeah, so you got New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, PEI.
What's PEI?
Prince Edward Island.
Of course. And then
this is Newfoundland and Labrador. This is Labrador, but it used to be called Newfoundland and Labrador. Now they've combined it. So one province is called Newfoundland and Labrador, which is ridiculous. But,
wow.
Yeah.
But Quebec, is this not
Quebec.
in a maritime state?
No. No.
And you've been to Nova Scotia?
I lived in Nova Scotia. Yeah. I lived in Halifax.
Was it cold?
No. I mean, no, they have winters probably similar to yours where they get a lot of snow sometimes, but it melts in 3 days, because
it's funny because you don't realize like it's so much more south than where we are right now. Unless I turn the map this way. No, I'm lying. No, it does look a lot further south though, right?
What do you mean further south than
from
where we are
the
right
North
now?
Pole? Yeah.
Oh, from the North Pole.
Yeah. So like we're here right now, and it looks like
yes, we
they're
are
down here.
Well, they're on sea level, and we're at 1,400 feet above sea level.
How do you randomly know this stuff?
Because I'm old.
You're like, Dina, we are approximately
I
47 kilometers
I got an
above the
education.
North Star.
I got an education.
Which
I don't know.
sometimes faces the equator, but only on a full moon. What? How do you know this? You go to New Jersey and you say, which way to the Wawa? You just go north. We're like, can you just put in the GPS? We don't even know north.
Well, I have trouble with north and south. Like when I am sitting here, I'm fine because I know that is south, that is north, that is east,
that is not at all what
west,
I thought you were going to say.
And this is north.
That's the North Pole.
Well, that way, yes. If you travel far enough, that's north. This is south.
So I live that way.
Yes, the east. Yeah. Sun rises in the east and sets in the west, right? Yes.
But where's the sun's over there?
Well, but
because it's going this way.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I never really thought about which way we were headed. Judee is a very
right here. I
woman.
know that, but get me out. Give me
Turn her in a circle 3 times, like pin the tail on the
honestly,
donkey. She's like, I have no idea where I am.
Oh yeah, if I didn't have the GPS on the phone, God knows where I would end up.
Where in Canada is Saskatchewan? Just north of the Dakotas, right?
Yes, it is the 3rd province in from the east. So there's
from the
British
west.
From the west. Pardon me. Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. So there's British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, and the Maritimes.
Is there an easy way that you were taught to remember that? Is there like an acronym that you
I
remember?
don't think so, no.
You guys have not come up with an acronym because we have an acronym for everything.
No.
Do you know what the Great Lakes are?
Huron, Erie, Ontario. No, that's
You got almost all of them.
yeah, 3 of them. What's
The acronym is HOMES.
Homes? Huron, Ontario, and yeah, you
Starts with an M.
Okay, come on, M.
It's a
Come on.
state. It's a state.
It's a state that starts with M. Maine.
Yeah, well, no, there's a lot of. We have like 7 states that start with an M, but this one is located
Oh,
very.
Superior. There's
Well, that
okay,
doesn't
I
start
forgot.
with an M.
Michigan. Oh,
There it
Michigan,
is.
okay. Yeah. Oh, Erin Lewison. Hi, Erin.
Hi,
She's
Erin!
coming tonight.
Oh, she
Yeah,
got all of them.
she's
She
my
wins the
sippy.
prize. Now,
Yeah.
what's so funny is
Well,
that
she has family in that area. So
it's
yeah.
so funny. Like I'm asking you, I'm very impressed that you knew any of them because if you said, Tino, what is the river that we crossed over 7 times already? I'd be
Yeah,
like, it
what
is
is that?
the Saskatchewan South North River.
Well, that's pretty good. It's the
Thank you.
South Saskatchewan River.
There.
Yeah.
And that's all I know.
Yeah.
But you're
Even though it travels north.
Your
it's the South
knowledge-
Saskatchewan
is it?
River.
your knowledge
It
of
travels up to
the
Hudson Bay. I
States
don't
is
suppose you know where Hudson Bay
extraordinary.
is.
I just woke up, but you
Well-
haven't explained SYP yet.
What's
SYP?
did I say?
Aaron.
Sip? Oh, my sips, my silly young people.
What?
My my silly young people.
What's that?
I am blessed enough to have a group of young. Well, I say young, but they're like
These bitches are old.
35, 40 now. They were young when we first met them, and yeah, we became really good friends, and they take good care of me. And so I don't know. We were, at 3
How
o'clock.
many people
I'm
are
gonna
in your
tell you,
SIP?
5, about 5. 5 that.
So
I
you have
call
a you have a
close. Aaron
pod,
is my closest sip.
but
yeah.
how many people are in your pod?
There's about 10 people in the pod, but the pod are my age and older, whereas my sips, my little sippies are
35-ish.
they're younger. They're going to take care of me when I'm old. But you have to nurse, and you have to be awake at 3 o'clock in the morning, because sometimes no matter what you say is the funniest thing that you've ever said, and because it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you haven't slept for 12 hours, and it's like, so we were bantering back and forth, and I called them
Daisy.
sips, and one of the girls, her comeback was perfect. She said, well, better to be a sip than a
Daisy.
than a cranky old hag, because I was the old one, which was funny. No, it's funny. So then I became a co. Then they were my sips, and I was a cranky old hag. And then we were having a really bad day at work, and Lisa, one of my sips, came up and she put her arm around me, and she said, "You're being an exceptionally cranky old hag today." And I said, "Oh, now I'm an echo." So
You guys have a lot of time on your hands.
For years, I was an echo. And
Well, what group am I in then? Because I'm 50, so I'm not in the pod, and I'm too old for a sip.
Between. Yeah,
Can I be in just in the ilk?
Yeah, you
I'll
can
be in the ilk.
We are of the ilk.
I'm kind of like that.
You're right in the
Kind of
middle.
like
Yeah,
that.
you're right in the middle.
I'm gonna start.
So yeah, these girls are great, and I love them dearly. I have a picture
And we're gonna
on my
meet Erin
fridge.
today.
You're gonna meet
Is she
Erin
the only
tonight?
sip that's coming?
Yeah, she's the only sip
Okay.
that's coming.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
She
so
follows
funny.
you a little bit. So
Okay. All right. Well, she only follows me when you're on.
well, no, she does watch you. She
She's
did
like,
watch
so
last
I
night,
think
yeah.
she follows
Yeah.
you. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest. I don't think she follows me.
She does watch your shows. Yeah. But I don't think she's a supporter. We'll
That's
work
okay.
on that.
That's
We'll
all
work
right.
on that.
It's because I'm the favorite, she said.
Yeah, that's it.
I love it. So
True.
she's a nurse too?
She is a nurse. Yeah.
Is everybody this is
She's married to a Scottish fellow, and he's lovely, and she has 2 lovely girls. I
so
love
she's
them to
in the
death.
ilk?
She's an ilk. Well, my
Because
sips
it's
are
a
all
Scottish.
ilks.
She was Scottish.
Yes.
So all the sips are nurses.
Yes.
Are all the
nurses.
pod people nurses?
No, none of them are in medicine. None of them have
Oh.
any medical background, which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice to,
Not talk
because I'll tell you,
shop.
when nurses get together, that's all they do is talk nurses and patients and
Mm.
icky stuff, which we love.
Yeah,
we
I was gonna
love it.
say, I love talking about icky stuff.
But-
You've seen my show.
Yeah.
I love this. He's a nice. I don't know if I told you because I haven't put any videos up of the house and the
Yeah.
update on the house I've done, but I got chimes.
Oh, good. Yeah, chimes are nice.
And I
Oh.
got the really big ones because I
Yeah.
like the deep sound, the
Yeah.
tingy sound. Like
Yeah.
I like this sounds like
Yeah.
crunchy, but I got the big ones.
I had the big ones too. I don't know what I did with them, but do your neighbors like chimes? Because that's the
Well, my
problem.
neighbor is BNC
Okay,
and
all right.
she seems
She's-
to like it.
okay.
And I have to put my,
That's the problem with chimes, is sometimes it drives the neighbors
Yeah,
crazy. But
yeah. No, I don't, I'm on a corner. So Chris
Yeah.
is really the only one near me. But yeah, I put them up on one part of my yard, but there's no wind, so it just sat there.
Yeah.
So then I moved it to the front. But Judee has a beautiful water thing out front, and I had mine out front, but then I was going away so often, and it was so hot, the water was evaporating.
So you need to get a special pump. There's a special pump that you can get that when the water level gets too low, it automatically shuts off.
Is that on the Amazon?
No, that was at Canadian Tire, which you don't have, but you.
I was like, that is going to be hard for me to find.
I'm sure it's
in
on
New Jersey.
I'm sure it's on the Amazon. Yeah.
On the Amazon. Yeah. I think I'm going to switch it out because it kept, I was like, this is going to
Yeah.
burn up. And
So
these
then
kids
I don't
pay
worry
attention to
about it.
anything.
Yeah, I can go away and not really worry about
All
it.
right.
I do try to unplug it when I go away, if I'm going away for more than a couple of days. But yeah, I don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Because I know it'll just shut up.
So I'm going to send a picture of my yard to Judee, and we're going to slowly start decorating.
We'll need zones. You need zones.
We'll need zones.
Like, what are you doing with your it's
nothing.
not a garage, it's what do you call
She
it?
should.
No,
My carport.
yeah, what do you do with your carport?
So
what's
we're
going on
the
with that?
I'm the only one in the neighborhood that has a carport. Everybody else has house. What I'd like to do,
Has what?
house, like they either never had a
Just like
carport.
house.
House.
A house.
How do you say house?
House.
That's what I said.
House.
House.
House. You're saying house.
House. That's your
Okay.
house.
It's your house.
Yeah.
Your
That's what I'm saying.
house.
That's where I keep my hose.
Okay,
My
so
hose.
they've changed the carport to living
So
space.
they made it
Is that what
living
we're
space.
saying?
Yes.
Oh,
And
okay.
my house
Yeah.
was so horrible that I wasn't going to enclose it because I was like, I should probably fix the house
Yes.
that's here.
Yes.
But
But my question is, could you not do like this
in the carport,
around the carport and make it a nice private area? Like, does the carport have
Well-
4 6x6 posts holding it up?
it has a little like sheds in the back. That's my garage. Is these 2 sheds in the back, and it has the doors on it, and then it has. Okay, it's a. Let me say this.
It's
okay. It's a little bit of a thing because it is different than a garage, Kelly. It's
not
got a
closed
roof.
in.
It's not closed in. It's got
Yeah.
a roof, and then it's got these
Yeah.
poles that look like
Yeah.
they're about to fall over, frankly.
Yeah,
And you
okay.
could pull a car into it.
Yeah.
So it's like not outside.
Mhm.
Or it'd be covered.
Mhm.
But here's my problem, and this is what I think, and this is why I think I have to put a room there.
Oh, okay.
Is that so? Let's say that this is my yard. It's a very rectangular yard, okay, and my house is in the middle. Westbrook Blizzard. Let me do it this way. My house is in the middle. Say this is my house, okay, and my carport is right here. You see. Well, you don't really see
Yeah.
too much, but I don't have much backyard.
Oh,
Like I have like maybe 15 feet behind my house. There's not much there, right? So I have just that little patio.
That's a good thing though, because
Is
it's less to have to deal with.
It is.
That's a good thing.
But
Yeah,
the problem is I have this whole yard over here that I never see because the wall that we face for the morning show,
Mhm.
it's my whole yard is over there, but you never see my yard.
No.
I can't really enjoy it. So I wanted to bust that wall out
Yes.
and put a sunroom there and then put windows. And then I'd be like,
Yes.
oh, this is a nice yard.
We'll do that.
Dina, do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. I'm mowing the lawn as we speak.
Yes.
State
Well,
Diane, what time is it? State Diane is mowing the lawn at 9:35 in the morning. She is
wow,
good.
she must have a really quiet lawnmower.
Yeah. I have left.
I do.
It's a little you can't really tell, but my lot is a half an acre. So I
Yeah,
do not mow my
that's-
lawn. There's
yeah.
somebody that comes and
Yeah.
mows this lawn because we would be doing the morning
Yeah.
show from me mowing the
Mhm.
lawn every morning. My aunt had a carport. She turned into another room.
Yeah.
I know, Kylie, but if I put the window where I sit now, where that black cabinet is, you're
Yeah.
just going to see the sheds. You'll just see
And
the
what about
dirty
a
shed.
garage? Like you'd never build a garage?
No, in fact, what I want to do is put a fake garage on. You know what a fake or half garage? You ever see those?
No.
So like if you were to pull up to my house, I want to get, I don't want the garage door that does this.
Okay.
I want the garage door that opens like this.
And you-
Because if I put the garage, then I need a full garage because The door has to go back, right? I want the door to open this way.
Okay.
And a half garage, you just you have some storage. You can put some things in there. You can put your bikes in there.
It's a storage shed. We wouldn't call it a garage.
You call it a half garage.
Well, we call it a storage shed because a garage is something you put a car in.
Like a carriage house. Yeah.
Oh, a carriage house. Oh, that's very fancy.
She said she has to mow now before the temperature reaches 100. Yeah.
Oh, we wish it reached 100 here.
Yeah.
I'd be happy.
Wish it reached 60 here.
Yeah, 60 would be good.
Oh, Winnie, good. You'll like that shirt. It's a good shirt. A Hug a Teacher. It's a classic. That's an OG shirt right there. So yeah, I would have to make a decision. I was thinking about putting an apartment upstairs and renting out an apartment. You could come live there.
Is there an upstairs in your house?
No, but if I enclose the shed, if I enclose the carport, and then I would put another bedroom downstairs or office, and then I'd have a sunroom, and then I'd put an apartment upstairs.
But I think that would not be possible. If the carport is you don't want it to fall down with somebody.
Well, I'm not going to build it.
I think that if you are planning to close in the car, you'd have to do lots more structural stuff. If the carport is just
no,
4x4.
Oh no, it has to. The whole thing has to come down. I'm going to take it down myself. Would work. You could come help.
I could come.
Do you like doing demolition?
I love demolition. It's very cathartic. I've done so much demolition in this little house. I know. It's just so good to put a hammer through a wall.
Yes. Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Somebody said it would be like $10,000 to take down a building. Like, when did it cost so much money to take down a building? I'm like, I could take it down in like
not
3
a
days.
Carport. You could, with 2 or 3 friends, you could take down a car
with a hefty duty truck. Yeah. You could take that down a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper.
Yeah, backhoe. That's
it is stress therapy, Shakendra.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So listen, everybody. That was an hour. We did more than an hour.
Did we do an hour already?
We did.
Oh, time flies when you're having fun.
Yes. So listen, everybody. I want to thank you for joining us this morning. I was going to say getting up early, but you didn't. You got up regular time, and Judee and I got up early.
Yeah, 5:15. This is what time. I think I was
awake
at 5:15.
Do you So what time am I on normally? I'm on 6:30.
Is that what time you get on?
Yeah. I know I'm on at 8:30.
Yeah, like I said, I'm always in bed. I always have my coffee. I get up, let the dogs out. We all go back to bed. And then I put my iPad on my lap and drink my coffee and watch you and do my banking and check the weather and do the emails.
Sit in the shed and
stay in there till 9 o'clock this morning.
I love it.
So, yeah.
It's so fun. It's
or
so
I come
fun.
out to the she shed and have my coffee but not when it's 9 degrees.
Artisan did make it. She has landed feet
say?
On the ground. Now Leslie
Just
was asking,
now?
but no, I saw she posted that she had landed.
I haven't gotten around to texting her because I think she's probably
Kimmy
still
Saw
in bed.
said it was great to chat with you today, Judee.
Oh, it was great to chat with everybody.
Can you say
You know.
You knew?
You know.
You knew?
You know.
You knew? Uh-huh.
What you have to say is about. How do you say about?
About.
We're about.
About.
We're all. You know the word about. We're about to be going for breakfast. We're about to go. About.
That's not how you
about.
say about.
Oh,
You got a big mouth. About.
About.
No. You got to open your mouth. About.
About.
There.
Yeah, that the word about is.
Say bag.
You're practically in Europe.
Say bag.
Say what?
Bag.
What do you say?
Bag.
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 Bag. Okay, let's do water. Shall we do water?
Oh, we shouldn't. I'm gonna mess it up.
Water. It's a T. Did you know that?
What?
Water.
No, there's no T. There's a D. It's a D.
I know.
Water.
The other day, somebody on the show said, "Oh my God, water," and it was just like, "Oh my God, they really say it, water."
We do. That's how you say it. You guys are saying it wrong.
Water.
Mhm.
Would you like a drink of water? About.
There it is.
About.
House.
House. Yeah. Anyways,
Oh, it's so funny.
it is funny.
All right, everybody. So
Okay.
we're gonna go have breakfast. Judy's gonna
We're
reenact
going to the berry
the
barn.
orgasm scene from when
Oh, yeah.
Harry
Oh,
met
I was hoping
Sally.
you forgot
And then
that.
I'm gonna go, I'll have what she's having.
Oh, look.
And we're gonna record the whole thing.
Come
Come here, come say bye.
here, uppie. Oh, no.
There goes Daisy.
Crazy Daisy.
Missy Hall is here. You haven't met
Oh, I
Missy
have
yet. You would
not.
love
Hi.
Missy.
Hi, Missy.
Missy, you would love the shed. You would love it
Yeah.
here. You got to come up for check out the Airbnb.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you
I-
should think about it, doing those like you rent out a room, but it makes me nervous. I wouldn't want you to do that. No.
I wouldn't be able to sleep having a stranger
No.
downstairs.
I mean, I was
Well,
a
I could
stranger
lock
last
them in
night.
their room.
She did.
I could lock
Okay.
them in their room.
There's so many locks. And then she said she took me on the murder tour yesterday, and we were buying the shirt. And the lady, I don't know what she asked me, and I said, "Well, I'm not from around here." And she
Yeah,
goes, "Oh, what are you doing
usually
here?" I
what
said,
she-
"I'm staying at an Airbnb, and I'm
Yeah.
currently on a murder
Yeah.
tour." And the lady was like, "Well, a murder tour? Where is that?"
Yeah.
I said, "At the Airbnb."
And I'm standing on the other end of the corner, and Dina's like staring me down, going, "We're on a murder tour. We're on a murder," and I'm going, "Yes,
Yep.
yeah, good.
Yep.
Obviously, we're gonna play a." What's your Airbnb called? Just Airbnb.
Yeah, that's what she said. What's it called? I said
Yeah.
it's called Airbnb,
Yeah, but we serve bourbon and food.
but we
so,
serve bourbon and free food.
Yeah, so it was a good deal.
And then we're sitting in the
Yeah.
in the dining room, and we're talking about the murder tour. She goes, "Do you want to see the murder shelf?" And I go, "What?
Oh,
she goes,
this,
well,
the
it was a-
collection.
What did
the
you call
collection.
it? What collection?" It wasn't murder shelf. It
No,
was
it was the dead dog
the
collection.
dead dog collection. I said, "What?" She goes, "These are all the dogs that have passed on. There's pictures. There's
Everyone
statues.
has a picture and a little angel and a little,
a whole shelf of them.
Yeah.
5 of them."
5 of them. Yeah.
And that was part of the tour.
That
I
was-
said,
okay.
it is funny to me that you think this isn't some kind of death tour that we're on currently. So, okay. And then she locked me in my room last
Yeah,
night, and I'm still alive. So I have a
Yes.
shelf with 3.
Oh,
I
there
have
you
one of
go. Oh,
those.
you have a collection then. 'Cause
What?
my friend always says if you have 3 of things, you have a collection.
Does everybody have a
Yeah.
collection of their pictures
Didn't
of
you
dead
get your
dogs?
dogs cremated in a little urn? No.
No, they
you're
Coco.
a
Well,
terri-
Coco was
you're a
a terrible
terrible mother.
person. Don't you remember? Coco got
Yeah.
frozen like a popsicle, and then Jim like dug into the ground, and it was raining that
Oh, you
day, and then
buried
he
them?
wasn't there. And then Jim made a hole in the ground that we thought would fit Coco, but when he got lollipopped, they stretched him out. So he was double the size. So we're standing in the rain. Dean's trying to get him out of the box, but he's stuck like this. And he's stuck in the box. And we try to put him in the hole. And the
Oh
hole was
my
too small. And I was
God,
like, take the popsicle out. So then we had to start digging in the rain.
What do
And
you
then they
mean
started,
popsicle?
they froze him because I was on the road
Oh.
and I couldn't come get him. So when I went to
Oh,
get
got
him a
you.
couple days later, they're like, we had to freeze him.
And you think
But
I
they
have a
stretched him
murder
out.
tour and you're burying frozen dead dogs in your backyard. I at least get
then when they came-
cremated,
when
put them in a nice little urn.
Then they came to do the yard and even it out. And I
Yeah.
said, just so you know, there's a dog not buried very deep in that yard. So the kids were like, Coco's still here, right? I was like, sure. I don't know
Yeah.
where he is.
No, he's
Yeah, one mother murder and a Canadian
yeah.
walk into a bar. That's gonna be
Yeah.
Tracy, it's a whole story.
It is what it is.
All right, we're really busy. We have to
Yeah,
go
we
eat
gotta
Belgian
go eat
waffles, and then
Belgian
we're gonna
waffles.
take a nap and shower and
Yeah.
start the day again, so we can go to our fabulous Diamantina tonight
Yes.
in Canada. So
Yes.
thanks to everybody that's
It's
coming
a
out.
very nice restaurant.
Thanks for all of you that are following this
Yes.
ridiculous tour around the world, around the Americas.
Yeah, thank you for joining us in my she shed.
Mhm.
It's just unbelievable that
Mhm.
we're here.
It is unbelievable.
Yeah.
This all sounds very Stephen King like. It is.
Yeah.
So
Oh, we love Stephen King.
he got lollipopped. Yep.
Oh my
Watching you
God.
from the Cape. I love the Cape.
Oh,
That's next
yes,
one
that's-
day. I want to go. You know where I want to go?
Don't rich people go to
Martha's
the Cape?
Vineyard. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
I want
rich
to go.
people.
I always thought that was Martha Stewart's vineyard.
Oh, did you? Well,
It's
that doesn't
not.
surprise me.
I was like, that's where Martha is. They were like, what?
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. As always, thanks to Judee, who did a great job hosting
Thanks for
us.
Dina for coming.
And she didn't kill me last night, and she
No.
let me out of my room today. So
Yeah,
it's been really
She's a good
nice.
girl.
We'll be back with the morning show Monday. I'm sure we'll have lots of stories to tell, so stay tuned for that. But as Judee from Saskatoon says,
Be good to yourself. Do something nice for yourself today.
there you go. So
Yeah.
have a great
Yeah.
day and a blessed day, everybody, and we'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out onefunnymotherstore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow.